I had this idea, like, I've been with my girlfriend for, I don't know, five years or something, but we'd known each other for ages. We went to school together, and I decided that I wanted to propose to her, but she always had this plan that, that she had a life plan. So she was going to have a house by X age. She was going to get married at X age and have kids by this age. And so, luckily for her, her life's actually going to plan. But at this point in time, we didn't have a house. But I'm like, we were going to buy a house. We were planning to buy it. We were saving for the deposit. And I'm like, cool, I want to propose because I've got a good fish and I don't want to let her go. So it doesn't mean we're going to get married at this point. So we can still, in my head, I'm like, we can still sync up with her life plan, but I'm going to lock this in now. And so I was like, all right, cool. How do I do it? I wanted to do something like a little bit sentimental when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I want to do something cool. I don't know if she's ever been to the snow. Definitely never been with me. So I'm like, cool. My mates are in bands and write music, obviously. So I was like, cool. I'm going to take her to the snow. I'm going to write lyrics to a song that they can write music to. I'm going to have it playing. They can sing it, but my lyrics, and it'll like be playing on this disc that I'll put on, just on a mix track, like a mix CD, and I'll have a ring made by my dad, frozen in an ice cube, and she'll be having a drink, and the song will be on, and I can like propose. Anyway, so I start talking to my dad about making the ring, and he's like, yeah, cool. We've got an idea on concept. I hadn't touched jewelry at this point in time, apart from doing the odd tasks for my dad growing up, but I'd never designed anything of my own. And so I was talking him through like how I wanted it. I didn't want it to be a replica of any other brand, but I still wanted the classicness of a lot of machine made stuff. But I didn't want to replicate like a mass produced manufacturer. And so we had the idea, and Joe came round to dinner one night, and my dad showed her like some designs he was working on, and her ring was one of them, which was fine, because he's like, oh no, my mum did this, showed her and said, if we were making a ring, like, would you wear this? And showed her one, and she was like, tried it on, and I'm like, oh no, like they're gonna wreck it. She's gonna know that this is happening. This is not what I want. And my dad goes, no, it's which I just want to know whether my new stuff that I'm working on, this new direction, like appeals to younger people, or whether it's more of a conservative kind of look. And my mum like just went, no, for your ring, while we were making your ring, like, will you like something like this? And like totally wrecked like put it out there that they're making her engagement ring. So I'm like, right, it's out, it's done. She knows what's happening. Scratch that ice block concept. Got to start again. This is like ridiculous, right? And so straight away back. No songs written. No ring made. Nothing in the ice cube. Not going to the snow. Go to my grandma, who is a painter, an artist, and she worked mainly like with oils and acrylic, mainly oil, and dabbled a little bit in watercolor as well. And so I had this like idea in my head that I wanted her to paint me proposing to my wife in watercolor, and so. We got talking, and so I got I took all these like random photos of her in situations that were similar, that could be replicated into the painting, and so I wanted like this dinner setting in the painting, and so I got um, I got my grandma like photos of Joe like sitting at the dinner table, and she was just looking at me like, "Why the hell are you taking a photo of me?" But I just gave like grandma that photo so she had her seated and could like paint that. And then, so it took about 6 months to get this whole process happening. Sorted the ring out, same concept. That was all cool. The stone was like my other grandma who's passed away. It was the like one thing that she had left to each of the grandsons. Like when she died, like each of us got a diamond of the same size, of the same shape, and there were three of us. And so it was that diamond that I was putting in the middle of the ring, and so that was cool. That was sort of the painting was sorted, and then what happened was I took her away to Sydney for her birthday, and I had the painting FedExed up to the hotel that we were staying at. It was like this like dope 5-star hotel, and the concierge there was like real good to me, and so like hung the painting in the room that we were staying in. And so we got there, and I had the ring in my pocket as we flew up, got into the room, and I knew the painting was in there. And so I wanted to fake like needing to go to the bathroom to get the ring out and get ready to propose. And we get in there, and it's like Murphy's Law, man. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. I'm like, right, we get into the door, and she's like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, I need to go to the bathroom. You just, like this room I've picked, it's renowned for the artwork. She didn't know too much about the hotel, so I was like, cool. Check out the artwork, like it's meant to be some dope stuff in here. And she went to, she's like, no, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, damn it. And so I'm like hovering around, I saw the ring out in my hand, and so she's come out, and I'm like, cool, check out the artwork now. I'll like go to the bathroom. And she did. I come out maybe like, a minute later, and I'm like, oh, have you checked it out? She's like, yeah, it's cool. Have a look at this view. And like totally neglected this painting that my grandma's like painted of us, like up on the wall. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I've got the ring in my hand, and I'm like, oh, how's this one? And I draw attention to it, and then for a second she was like, hey, that looks like me. And she looked down, and I was kneeling and proposed, and it was rad. Like immediately said yes, and yeah. Best result I could have hoped for, I suppose, but it was like a really thin ice there for a while. Wasn't sure how it was going to go.